Welcome back to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank y'all so much for stopping by. When the United States attacks Iran, will you be safe in the Philippines? That's a good question. It's one I want to talk about today. I don't feel like talking about dating and cost of living and grocery shopping and all the bullshit, man. You know, we're on the cusp of war. Will you be safe outside of the United States as an expat, on vacation, or whatever business you have outside the United States? Doesn't matter what side you're on, whether you on the side of the United States and Israel or you're on the side of Iran. The fact is, we're on the cusp of war. A lot of people are going to be pissed off because they seem to think that this war is unprovoked, that it's the United States meddling in somebody else's business again. Iran doesn't have a nuclear weapon. Iran is not a threat to the United States. There's history on our side, guys. Or I shouldn't have said history is on our side, but there's a history. Whenever the United States military is involved in some type of intervention in the Middle East, it's the reason for, it causes a rise in these extremist groups. It provokes some type of extremist reaction. Mainly bombs and killing of innocent civilians. If you don't think that's true, all you got to do is research it for yourself. Stop looking at CNN and ABC, Fox, and all these other propaganda machines is all they are, man. They're not going to save us over here. I had to re-sign up for the Smart Travelers program because I was in the old one. They got a new one now. I did that today. Just in case of an emergency, I can be notified. Whenever we are in conflict or war with a Middle Eastern country, man, it wakes up a sleeping giant over here. In 2002, First Sergeant Mark Jackson, Glennie, Michigan, was killed. Minding his own business right outside the base by a roadside bomb. It killed him and two Filipinos, including the bomber. And, it injured 23, including another U.S. soldier. Look that up, guys. 2009, 2 U.S. Marines were killed by a roadside bomb over here in the Philippines. Hundreds of Filipinos, hundreds of bombs, because it set off, it awakened a sleeping giant over here. There's not been any trouble in the Philippines lately. It's been real quiet. Okay? Down south. But once the United States attacks Iran, all that's going to change. There's people who I believe are awaiting their marching orders. And we're going to be soft targets. Iran has already said, woe to the countries who assist Israel in this war. They're going to attack military bases. They're going to attack civilians. All is fair in love and war, guys, So I just asked you today, because I'm probably going to be the only vlogger that's going to talk about this. When the United States attacks Iran, because it's really a done deal, it's going to happen. We're already involved. We're already assisting Israel with intelligence, with weapons, etc., to attack Iran. Are we going to be safe? And should you be worried? You damn right you should be worried. Because it's awakened the sleeping giant, guys. People are going to be radicalized. Okay, because they think that this attack is unprovoked. It's not our war. I'm anti-war. So I don't want to talk about grocery shopping. I don't want to talk about dating today, cost of living, and all that other bullshit, man. when we're on the cusp of war. And whenever the United States intervenes in the Middle East, there's a rise in extremist groups. People want to retaliate. They want revenge. Okay, it provokes extremist reactions. And you're in a country, because the United States and the Philippines are staunch allies, where that sleeping giant is going to be awakened. Let's hope I'm wrong. But remember, we got history to look to. From the time we invaded Afghanistan, I believe October 2021, to the time we left, man, look at all the people who died over here fighting the enemy. So thank y'all so much for stopping by. Keep your head on swivel, man. Join the Smart Travelers program. Use your common sense. Keep a low profile the best you can. Because it's coming. And I would hate to see any more innocent people die because of this imperialism, basically, is all it is, guys. It doesn't matter what side you on. Don't get mad at me. I'm not dropping one bomb. I'm not saying one executive order. I'm not attacking Iran. I just want to have a discussion about it today. Will you be safe in the United States, in the Philippines, once the United States attacks Iran? Because we're going to do it. Okay? It's going to happen. Unless some miracle. Okay? So if you're in America, if you're in the Philippines, wherever you are, find your heart to help somebody. Not a day goes by that I don't help somebody, man. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. We help other people, we help ourselves. Take care. Stay safe, stay out of trouble. I'll see you next time. Don't do anything stupid. Okay, stay up top of this war. Know where you're going, know who you're with. Read up on the history of what goes on over here when the United States starts intervening in the affairs of Middle Eastern countries. It's not always good. It's a lot of innocent people who end up dying for no fault of their own. And we don't want to lose one expat over here because we're chasing something we shouldn't even be chasing. Our attention is somewhere else where it shouldn't be. I don't care what side you on, man. There's no winners in war. We all lose. The people who start these wars, they don't fight them. It's usually our sons and daughters and granddaughters and grandsons who end up fighting these wars and end up dying for nothing. We couldn't defeat the Taliban. We couldn't defeat Iraq. We ended up birthing ISIS. We can't even defeat, who's the people in Yemen we're fighting? War never solved anything. It only causes more problems. It's going to cause problems for us. Expats living our best lives outside of the United States. We're soft targets. We're easy pickings, guys. Be careful out here. We're on the cusp of war, man. It's not going to be good. It's not going to end well.